guys, it's coffee time. A perfectly normal coffee time in which nothing is out of the ordinary in any case whatsoever, and I think that you will all happily agree with me. Today I was on set. I was on set all day. I got to Daily Bite at 9, and then I got on set with Random Encounters around 11, I want to say, because I got a little bit lost on the way there. Originally, our call sheet said that we needed to start at 9 and end at 9. And I realized last minute, I was like, wait, I can't be there at 9. I have Daily Bite in the morning. So I had to email them the night before. I felt so bad. I had to email them the night before and be like, hey, is it okay if I show up a little bit late? Because I have to do Daily Bite, and then I'll come there as soon as I can. It should be like a little after 10, like 10:30 if, you know, I really get going. And they were like, sure, you know what? That's fine. Just get here as soon as you can. I was like, okay, thank you. And then, of course, it took me forever to get there. I felt so bad. But that wasn't the end of the dramas. No, I was actually not the troublemaker out of the group of us. So basically, this is a video which, okay, so Random Encounters are the people who I did the Eevee song with. They do mostly musicals, and they're really, really good at them. So they asked if I wanted to be involved in their Halloween one, and I was like, absolutely, I would love to. And it was going to be me, Markiplier, and one other person. And this one other person was going to be basically the lead. And they just didn't show up. So when I got there, they were like, oh, thank goodness you're here, but this last person still isn't here. And I was like, what? Really? And they were like, yeah, we're still like trying to get a hold of him, so, you know, hopefully it'll work out. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. So after a lot of tinkering and everything, we decided to replace him with AJ. And AJ's fantastic. So the three of us wound up, you know, working real hard because we started so late. And the whole crew was fantastic, and we had a lot of fun. It was super fun. The only thing that I'll tell you, because obviously this is like, you know, this is some stuff happened sort of makeup, right? The only thing I will tell you is I'm not a zombie. Because a lot of people thought that I was a zombie. Oh my gosh. So this was happening at YouTube Space LA. And YouTube Space LA, they've started doing this thing where at different points in time when certain things are going on or different holidays or events, they'll basically put up a crazy stage and be like, anybody who wants to use it can use it, right? So I've never taken advantage of this, but I know quite a few people who do. And of course right now, because it's Halloween, they have a huge Halloween set with lots of different stages, lots of different like types of Halloween sets that you can use as long as, you know, you book it out. So we had it booked for the whole day, like the whole thing, all of it, any of it that we wanted to use. And what was I even going to say? Oh, that's right. So I got there and we had worked probably like half of the day, and a big group of us decided, hold on, I need to sneeze. Dang it, it's gone. So a big group of us decided that we were gonna go and get coffee inside of the building. They had like a little barista set up, and it was super cute, and the lady there was very sweet. And we all got our coffee and went back one by one. Well, everybody else got through perfectly fine, but they were doing kind of a tour sort of a thing, showing a lot of people around the YouTube space. So I was walking down a hallway, and this huge group, like just massive group of people come down the hall, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll go off into this like this little nook and wait for all of them to come by, because, you know, they've got like a tour guide and everything. I was like, I don't want to try to like, excuse me, you know. So I got into my little nook and stood there, and holy poop, that was so effective. I terrified like maybe 5 or 6 different people. They would just like walk by, and you couldn't see me. You couldn't see me while you were, you know, coming up to that nook. So the second they would look, they'd be like, oh God. It happened so many times. There was this really adorable little old lady who was like, oh my goodness, that little zombie girl scared the poop out of me. I was like, she was so precious. She was so precious. So overall, the day was fantastic. We got a great video done. I'm really excited about it. We still haven't recorded our vocals, so that's the next part that we'll have to do, you know, for it to become a true musical. But the filming part of the process, once we got past all of the big hiccups, was great. It was super awesome. So they're amazing to work with. They're very efficient because, you know, they're a team. It's 2 guys. It's AJ and Peter. And they're like, they've worked together for so long, and they studied film and all of that for so long that they're like machines. They're super, you know, on point. They know exactly how to keep organized, how to make sure that they get all of the shots. They pretty much make it so that they almost never have to do any pickup shots, which is amazing to me because the number of times that I'm involved in things and people are like, we forgot like 4 different shots that we need to do. So if you could do those sometime. Just like, come on. But yeah, man, the makeup was very interesting. There was like this super gooey stuff because, you know, we had like the normal bloody stuff that you could put on, but there was also this stuff that kind of, it dries to almost look like crystals. Super weird. It was basically a very thick consistency to mimic congealed blood instead of like flowing blood, right? So we put some of that along like the scratches and the cuts and things like that, and it looks like congealed blood for a certain amount of time, and then as it starts to harden all the way, it looks like this really beautiful like ruby crystallized thing. And on film you couldn't really tell, it still looked the same, but if you were right next to it you'd be like, ooh, Markiplier, you have rubies in your beard. So beautiful. Man, Markiplier's fans are intense. No offense to any of Markiplier's fans, but he and I took a picture together that went on his Instagram, and immediately there were so many comments that were like, who's this? Is this his girlfriend? And we were just like, lol. Like, just laughing. Because, you know, on mine, I also took a picture of the both of us. Bless you, honey. I also took a picture of the both of us and put it on my Instagram. And everybody was saying, oh my gosh, it's Markiplier and Dodger doing a project together. That's so fun. I love them both so much. And then on his, it was like, who's she? She's gonna die. I was like, oh God. It was so funny. So, yeah, it was good times. It was really good times. I haven't worked on like a long project like that with Markiplier before and spent like a lot of one-on-one time that way. So we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun doing that. I'm really excited for the final product to come out. I hope that it comes out looking super good. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I have a lot of faith in them. After doing Eevee, man, I'm just like, yo guys, anything that you guys want to do, I have complete faith that it's going to turn out dope. So, by the way, if you've never watched the Eevee song, it's great. You should look up the Eevee song on Random Encounters. I was Eevee in that. And it was awesome. That was another, man, that was one of those times where I recorded a song and I was like, man, I don't know about this. Like, after we were done recording me, I was like, I don't know. I don't think that my singing sounded very strong. Like, I'm kind of worried about how the final product is going to sound. And then they sent me the song after they had, you know, decided on which parts to kind of put together and stuff for each verse and all that. And I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds really good. Like, they really know how to work with music, so it's fun. It's cool. It's nice when you get to work with people that you have a lot of faith in. You know, I guess is what I'm saying. I have a lot of faith in them that they're going to put out a good project and that they're going to have a lot of pride in what they do, you know, and put a lot of love into it. So it's cool to work on more projects with them now because I'm not worried at all. I'm like, it's gonna turn out great. It's gonna be amazing. Like, I'm not even concerned. You know? So I like that feeling. I like that feeling a lot. But anywho, that was my entire day. And I was assured that all of this will either come off with a normal makeup wipe or with soap and water. So I'm going to go take a shower. But I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Mwah!